Hey guys, so it's been a hot minute since I last did a video. I know it's been a while and I do apologise for that, but I just couldn't get in the mood to do a video. And then, last night I was like, right, I know what I want to do. And then this morning I was still in the mood to do it, so here I am filming for you right now. So in today's video it's going to be like a get ready with me again, me just getting ready for the day, but with a bit of a twist. So I'm going to be using products which I used to use ages ago. So I went through all my makeup drawers, all my kit, and I was like, right, let's find some goodies that I used to use ages and ages ago, like when I first started doing makeup, and I found some really good stuff. So I'm going to be using them to do my face, and I haven't used them in like ages. Some of them I haven't used in a year, so they'll probably update, but hey ho. But there's going to be a couple of products which I'm going to be using which are new, because I ordered some stuff from Charlotte Tilbury and it literally just came today, and I was like, oh my god, I need to use it. So you know when you get new products and you're like, I need to use them. So basically that's it. So I'm going to jump into the video and I really hope you enjoy it. So I got my little parcel from Charlotte Tilbury. It comes so nice. It looks just like a plain box, and then you open it up and it's got the Charlotte Tilbury, and then you get your little receipt in your envelope, and then the products just come in a little box like this. So cute. So I ordered the Hollywood Flawless Filter because I've seen so many good things about this, and I haven't seen a ton of things about this, but I wanted to try it anyway, and it's the Magic Foundation. So I'm going to be applying them first, and I also got the Legendary Brows because I've heard really good stuff about this, so I'm going to give that a try later on in the video. So let's just shove that down there. I haven't even opened these, so I'm just hoping it's the right shade. Put a bit of fake tan on last night, so I felt better about myself today. So by the way, ignore the fake tan, ignore the fact I haven't done my nails either. We're just going to get over that and pretend that it looks okay. So I didn't really know how to use these, like the Flawless Filter, and on the thing it says on top of foundation, but I think I'm going to use it underneath, because when I went on Google and YouTube and stuff, people were putting this under the foundation as like a primer. So that's what I'm going to do today with it. I've moisturised my skin, and I'm not going to put a primer on because I'm not a massive fan of primer, but I use Nivea, you know, the thick moisturiser, so it's a bit like primer anyway. So yeah, I'm going to jump straight into it. I'm so excited. I got the shade number 2, which is light, because most of the time I haven't got tan on and I am quite fair, but even with tan on I'm quite pale, so I think this will work pretty well. So I'm just gonna like blob this on my skin and see what happens, to be honest. I don't really know how to use this. I've never used it before, so I'm probably doing it wrong. People are probably going to watch me and think, no, you don't do it like that, but trial and error, trial and error. So I'm just gonna apply it all over my face pretty much, mostly to the centre of my face, I'm guessing, is where you're meant to apply it, because it's kind of got like, it's a bit like you know, like the illuminating drops. That's what it reminds me of. Like it's got a nice glow to it. This is definitely the perfect shade. Definitely glad I got this, because I was gonna get the light medium, but then I thought, when do I ever wear fake tan? Like never. So oh, this definitely has a look, like even on camera, of illuminating drops, 100%. I wouldn't probably wear this on its own because it definitely is quite illuminating, but it's lovely. So I've mostly put this on like the high points of my face and like my T-zone. I like that. Definitely not a foundation, it's definitely got no coverage, but love the glow that that was giving me. Love that. Yeah, that is a yeah from me. Love that. So I'm going to now try the foundation. So this is the Magic Foundation, Flawless Long Lasting Coverage, and it's got a SPF of 15. It says a full coverage demi matte long lasting foundation enriched with yeah, I'm not going to read that because I don't know what that says, but it says power of vitamin C, skin is moisturised, dewy and pores, appear minimised. Cool. So I'm going to apply this how I would normally apply a foundation, and that's with my sponge. Because that's how I apply my foundation, so I don't want to change that up. So in this I got the shade 4, which says Fair, but it's pretty good online because it has got the, you know, like the, what do you call it, the shade guide. So that was pretty good. But I think this is going to be a good match as well. So we're going to give this a go. And I'm just using my Real Techniques sponge. Oh yeah, that colour's good. Do you know what? I've never done this before. I've got the right colour in foundation. I'm normally always so off. I don't know if this is full coverage. I think it's... Oh. I think it's definitely more of like a... medium buildable. So I've applied the foundation to my face. I'm sorry about the filter on my face of this camera. I've just had to play with it and I literally can't figure out how to get rid of it. So I don't know what to do about that. But anyway, so that's the foundation on the Charlotte Tilbury Magic foundation. I actually really like it, you know. It doesn't feel heavy. I feel like it's oxidised a little bit. But you can still see my skin through it. It's not that like wet, it's quite nice. It's definitely like a medium coverage. It's not full. You can still see like my skin through it, but I quite like that. So yeah, I quite like that. So now we're gonna go on to like some old products that I used to use ages ago. So I'm sorry if they look a bit grubby, but like they've been in my drawers for ages. So I'm just gonna roll with that. But the first thing is the concealer. So the Lasting Perfection concealer from Collection. Used to be Collection 2000 though, I swear down. Definitely did used to be Collection 2000. I used to use this all the time, and I'm not gonna lie, I still do. I still think this concealer is bomb. Like, I still think it's so good. Definitely a dupe for like a higher end concealer. It's really good. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes and in the centre of my face to highlight. I'm just going to use the same sponge to blend that concealer out. So that concealer did not disappoint. I love it. Like, I've loved it for years, but I still love it now. Like, it's such a nice concealer, and it doesn't feel heavy either. It's really nice, especially for like the sort of thing, the sort of makeup I like on myself. So powder, it was a hard one because I could have gone and used like Stay Matte, but then I thought no, because I kind of still use that now. So I wanted to grab something which I used to use and I don't use anymore now. And that is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in Light. I used to use this all the time. I used to really pack it under my eyes and like in the T-zone to really make it light. So we're just going to do it. We're going to do what I used to do. I was surprised I even found this. I thought I used it all. But we're just going to give this a go. This is obviously a really nice product. And obviously people still use it now. I'm not slagging it off or anything. It is still a good product. I just don't really reach for it as much. I tend to use like loose powders now. But God, this I used to use like every day. But can you see how light it's making my under eyes? But I used to love that. So bronzer, I've got like a proper throwback bronzer and I've got a throwback contour kit which I'm going to use as well. So the bronzer, who, like I said, remember in the beginning, sorry that it's all manky and whatever, but who remembers NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder, that's what it's called, in Sunny. NYC Sunny Bronzer. Who remembers that? Everyone used to use it. I remember I used to watch YouTube and it would be like, just using my Sunny Bronzer from NYC. And they don't sell this anymore, I don't think. I'm sure they don't. They might, but I'm sure they don't. And it looks like this, and then you got your bronzer. And I do have a little bit left, so I was absolutely thrilled to find that I had some left to use. So I'm just going to bronze all over my face with this using my Real Techniques blush brush. This bronzer was literally the best bronzer ever. Oh, I love it so much. Everyone used to use this. remember like about 3-4 years ago when I first started, well, it would have been about 4 or 5 years ago, when I first started watching YouTube, and this bronzer was just the bronzer to have. Like, if you didn't have this bronzer, then you weren't part of the team. But this bronzer, everyone had it. I love it. And it's such a nice bronzer. So nice. Just kind of bronzing up my face with this, by the way. Just all over, not going anywhere precise. I'm just bronzing it up, warming it up, and I'll just put a bit down my neck just to make sure that everything blends together nicely. I love the way the foundation looks as well. I'm just going to get a better mirror. But I really do. I love the way the foundation's looking. I love this bronzer. So nice. Right, so next, contour. This is like such a big throwback. This, if you, well, when contour first started out, this was the thing to have. The Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. Like, if you didn't have this, did you really know how to contour? Like, this was the thing. You know what, it's so heavy. And you open it up and you've got your, and I've still got stuff left, you've got your 3 contour shades and then your 3 highlight shades on top. But it was like, it wasn't like shimmery highlight. Well, this one was meant to be at the end, I think. I'm not sure. But it wasn't like shimmery highlight. It was just like a matte highlight to contour and then highlight under your eyes. And I feel like this product was the product that brought the contouring game out. Like, this was the thing. And do you know what? It's so small. It's really small. Like, when you look at contouring palettes now and then you look at this, it's really tiny. And I remember I used to, because you could get the pan refills, and I used to get the pan refills, and this was just literally everything. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to, if I can open it, contour with this. So I think I'm going to use the, kind of a mixture of all the shades, to be honest, on the bottom. I'm just going to go for it. And I'm just going to, I've already bronzed, but we're just going to contour slightly. So we'll just add like a little bit more here. Oh, I love it. This is so nice. Do they still sell this? They will, won't they? I don't really know, to be honest. That's the only thing with this video. If I find a product and I really like it, half the stuff you can't get anymore, so I do apologise about that. But I kind of wanted, well, actually, I thought about doing this video because of Holly Boone. She did a 2015 throwback video of products like makeup artists used to use or YouTubers used to use, and that's kind of what made me think, oh, I need to do this video. And so here I am doing this video, and my makeup's just turning out so nice. I love it. So that's a bit of the contouring done, and then we're obviously going to use the lighter powders because we can't not. So you might notice I had 2 of the banana ones in mine because I didn't like the middle shade. It was a bit peachy, so I just replaced mine for the banana ones. And these are like the really light yellow powders, and these were really good for just, I'm sorry if you can hear Bertie snoring, that's the dog. Bertie, don't snore. Sorry about that. But this was really good for just highlighting that under eye area and wherever you wanted to just bring some focus to the face. Oh. This makeup honestly just reminds me of like years ago. Like, I can't believe I found that. So happy. And then for blush, it was difficult for blush because I had quite a few, but then I found these and I thought, these are 100% definitely a throwback. It's like all packaging and everything. And it's the NYX blushes where they were like this. And mine's in Spice and Cinnamon. And I'm not being funny, but if you used to get these, Spice and Cinnamon, everyone used to use Spice and Cinnamon. Cinnamon was like the really like bright orange. And then Spice was just a beautiful pink, like peachy pink colour. And it's just this packaging. Reminds me of watching YouTube when I was younger and seeing these blushes and just wanting them. And I remember you couldn't get them in shops at the time because there wasn't a NYX counter, so you had to order online. And if you ordered online, it was like, whoa, I've ordered off NYX, and it was amazing. So These were definitely like a throwback blush for me. And I'm going to use Cinnamon just because that's the colour that I remember the most of people having. And it's quite a bright, oh, the pigment. It's quite a bright blush, but I love my, why do I not use this? I love this. No, I like blush, so this for me is gorgeous, but if you're not a blush person, you will not like this. Very pigmented, but I like it. For highlight, right, there can be no other highlight than this highlight. Mine is battered and butchered and broken to pieces, but if you didn't use this, then you weren't okay. The Mary Luminizer by The Balm, like, before even highlighter became a thing, this was a thing. This was the first highlighter I remember anyone ever talking about, and it's the first one I purchased, and I just love it, apart from mine's broke to pieces, so I can't really show you it, but we're just gonna give this a go. It's amazing. I can't believe, like, oh, you know when you forget you've got a product and then you use it and you're just like, why have I never used that? Why do I not use it? Oh my god, it's such a beautiful highlighter. Like, it's stunning. I am so happy with how this video is going so far. Like, all these throwback products, it's making me reminisce so much on being a kid, and like, especially because I'm filming a YouTube video, and these are the products which I used to see people using when I first ever started watching YouTube. So it's mad, it's nice though. Right, so now I'm going to do my brows and my eyes. Who can remember this? Like, I can't believe I've still got it. Who can remember this? This is like the old Urban Decay brow box, it was called, in brown sugar. This is like the first ever packaging, I think, that they came out with this, and I love this. You got your two powders in the top. Obviously you can see, like, I've got a little bit of the brown one left, and then you pushed open the bottom and you got your wax in that little drawer, and you got like a tweezer and a brush. Amazing, like, amazing. I can't believe I found this. But as far as my brows go, I just kind of fill them in slightly. They are really bad and they do need doing, but I don't really do too much with them, so I'm just going to quickly fill these in. I got a new product from Charlotte Tilbury, which is the Legendary Brows. So I've done this brow, but I haven't done this brow. And you basically just run it through your brows, but the brush is absolutely tiny, and it like grips to every single hair. So I imagine if I didn't actually fill my brows in with powder, I probably wouldn't have needed to with this product, because it's filled them in for me. It's just got a little bit of it's just a little bit messy on top, but I'm guessing I've just got to get used to it, and I can just like dust that away with a concealer brush. But that's so good. I like my brows. They look a bit bushy and a bit full, but I'm liking them. Cool. Like them products a lot. So that's the Legendary Brows by Charlotte Tilbury and my Throwback Urban Decay brow box. So now we're going to do eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow, this was like not really a hard one because I knew what palette I was going to use, but then I found other things and I was like, oh my god, I need to include these. So I'm going to pull out things and then I'm just going to create a look with it. So palette wise, my first ever palette was this. And this is literally the first ever one. Like, this is the palette. And I'm surprised I haven't used as much as I had, because I thought I used it all the time. And it's the Urban Decay Naked palette, the first ever Naked palette. This was my first ever palette, and it looks like this. And I just remember I'd sit in my bedroom and I'd make so many looks with this, and now I look at it now and I'm like, 2 matte shades. Like, 2 matte shades. And the rest is shimmer. But you'd make it work. Like, wow. And then I wanted to show you this as well, because this reminds me of like being, well, starting out and being young and creating something of my own. And that's my first ever MAC palette. So you know where you buy the empty palette and then you fill it yourself. Mine are breaking a little bit and it's a little bit broke, but this was like my baby because I created it. Oh god, she knows. Tap, tap, tap. But this was my baby because I created it. Like the shades in this, and they're all the original shades. I love it. I can't believe it. Like Rule, Red Brick, Embark, and what's this one? Swiss Chocolate. Like, so I'm going to create a look using these two palettes, but then I also have some like individual eye stuff which I used to use all the time, and I wanted to show you because you might get a throwback yourself. So first of all, the Maybelline Colour Tattoo 24 Hour. These were the bomb. These you'd use as like an eye base all the time, and these are just the best. So I really want to use this today. And I've got, what else have I got? My first ever Peaches and Cream pigment with the old packaging, which was in nude. This swore by. And also, I think this is, yeah. This I used all the time, and it's Bobbi Brown Sparkle Eyeshadow in White Sand. And I used to use this on top of everything, so you're kind of like, it's weird because right now it doesn't look like anything, but it was so, I don't know if it's gonna, you can see, but I used to use this on top of everything. Like I'd do something and then I'd put this on top and it'd add a bit of sparkle, and I loved it. So I'm going to attempt to create a look using these palettes, oh pardon me, and using this, what I've got. So I'm going to start out with my Naked palette because this is just like the first ever palette I used. I might not even use the MAC one, I might just use the Naked one just to like reminisce. So I'm going to take like a fluffy brush, and I'll zoom you in a bit so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to take Naked from the Urban Decay Naked palette, and I'm just going to run this in my crease. Watch, I love it, Warner. It does feel already though quite a bit stiff. Like I don't know if that's weird to describe a eyeshadow, but the way some eyeshadows are made now, they are so creamy and so smooth. This formula just seems a little bit stiff. Still really nice though, and it's still pigmented, but it just feels a little bit stiff. My camera keeps like overheating and turning off, which isn't the best, but it is actually quite a hot day today. But anyway, as I was just getting bulk and applying that in the crease, in the outer, but I'm just keeping it to the outer part of the eye. And I'm just going to do the same on the other side. Like I said, I'm not doing anything crazy, I'm just doing like an everyday wearable look. I just kind of wanted to use the palette to reminisce. So just like that. And then I'm just going to use the first brush that we used just to make sure they're blending nicely together. And now I'm going to attempt to take that eye tattoo. This is in the shade On and On Bronze, and if you ever watch YouTube, that shade should, like, you should remember that shade. Everyone used this shade, On and On Bronze. It was like the #1 shade. Like, it's weird me using it. So I'm just going to take this on a brush and just, that's so pretty. And I'm just going to apply this like in a bit. Do you know what? This is actually such a good product because it's like your cream base. It's like your base for your shimmery shadow that you're then going to go ahead and put on top. So realistically, the staying power will be longer because you've got that base underneath. So I might start using this again. Like, what the hell? What? This is so pretty. Like, you honestly, you don't even have to put a shadow on top of this. It dries so beautifully and it's blended so nicely into them other shades that we used. I'm just gonna take a brush and just blend that. I love this. For like a proper ultimate bronzy look, this is gorge. What I am going to do though, I am going to put a shade over the top just for kind of the sake of the video, because I want to use like an old shade, like a throwback shade, and that's Sidecar from the palette, which was this one. So there was Half Baked, which was like the proper gold, but a sidecar was like a muted out like goldy. It's quite similar to what's on my lid right now. Like literally is the same as what this colour tattoo is, so it works pretty well. Like it's literally the same colour, and I used to use this all the time, so I'm definitely going to use this. Oh. I really like this look though. I really like how it's turning out. Watch, I'll be using these all the time now, won't I? All my throwback products. And I'm going to take a bit of that Bobbi Brown eyeshadow. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but we're just going to do it anyway. Let me just grab a mirror. And I'm just, do you know what it does? It makes it look a little bit more metallic, like a little bit more shimmery. I love this. Ooh. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Happy with it. I was going to put lashes on, but I don't think I'm going to. I want to be quite comfy today, so I'm just going to go ahead with mascara. But I'm just going to put a bit of that book underneath the eye just to kind of blend everything together. So I'm just going to blend that under the eye. Just a little bit. Right, so, oh, got a bit in my eye then. I'm going to add mascara. Mascara was even a bit of a throwback. Like, can you remember this? I mean, everyone still uses it now, but this was the mascara which, well, it was the only mascara I used to use, and my mum used to use it, my cousins used to use it. So, yeah, and that's the Colossal, the Maybelline. Everything's Maybelline, which is like my throwback products. And I'm just going to apply a bit of this. So, now I've got my eyes done. Just nice and subtle for every day, and I've got pretty much my face done. I'm just going to kind of go over things and do my lips and whatever. I need to do my inner eye highlight because you know what I'm like, I can't live without that. And I'm just going to use the highlighter that we've used in our cheeks, which is the Mary Lou Luminizer, sorry. Oh, I just love this. For lips, it's basically a lipstick that I used to use all the time, and I think it was like my first ever MAC lipstick, to be honest with you. I honestly think it was my first ever MAC lipstick, and it was a lipstick that I'd just put on no matter what I was doing. I would wear it, and this is the actual lipstick as well, like the actual lipstick, like you can see, like it's hardly anything left, and it's MAC Cream Cup. This is like a pink colour. It's a little bit of a vibrant pink, but we're just gonna, well no, it's not vibrant, it's more like a baby pink, but we'll see when you'll see when I put it on. So I am gonna line it. This is just a NYX lip liner. I've used NYX lip liners for ages. It's not really a throwback product, but I'm just gonna put it on. Obviously I never used to put a lip liner on with it, but I want to make it wearable, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try and put it on because it's like literally dead, but I'll try and get stuff out of it. Can you see what I mean about the pink? Like it's quite a pink. And then there is a product which I really wanted to use because it is a throwback to me, but I don't have any, and it's MAC Fix Plus. Like I just absolutely cake my face in it. But something that I used to use and I haven't in a while, which I found I still have some left, is the which percent is this one? Is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. Like I used to use this all the time, and I haven't used this in a while, so I'm going to use this to set my face. At the minute I use the New Look setting spray, but obviously, oh, I hate the smell of that. Oh, it's a jasmine scented one and I'm just not a fan. I think that's like everything from my little throwback makeup look. I'm just gonna, so this is the finished look from today's video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I've actually loved filming this video, like finding products that I used to use ages ago and realising how amazing they are. It's so good, but so sad because half of them you can't get anymore. The foundation I love, by the way. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, bless me. But the foundation from Charlotte Tilbury, love it. Like the foundation, the makeup has gone on it so beautifully. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I really like it. I like the way my face has turned out. I like the lip colour. I like the eyes. Watch, I'm going to be like using all my old makeup again now, aren't I? You'll be watching videos now to come after this and I'll be like, right, just using my Anastasia contour kit. But what can you do? I found products that are like all over again. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, a like, please subscribe to me. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see, whether it's makeup or non-makeup related videos. I want to film anything. So yeah, just give me a comment and I will see you in my next video.